Poll Everywhere's course management makes it easy to organize your classes and engage your students. So, why should you use course management? You can sync with your preferred LMS by adding and updating student rosters in seconds. You can also easily track attendance and see who's present and who is participating. In addition to this, you can simplify grading by exporting your results to your preferred LMS very quickly. And last but not least, you can boost engagement. Use live polls, quizzes, and feedback to engage your students. To get started, go ahead and go to your preferred LMS. For today's demo, I will be using Canvas. So before you use course management, you do need to make sure you have a couple of different things in place. So first, you need to ensure that the course has been published and integrated with Poll Everywhere. Second, you want to make sure that the course has a start date that is in the past and an end date that is in the future. If you have not already set up your course in Poll Everywhere or established that connection, please contact your designated Poll Everywhere administrator to help get these items set up. Once I am in Canvas, I'm going to navigate to the course that I already have set up and connected into Poll Everywhere. Once you navigate to that course, go ahead and click on the link which will bring you back to Poll Everywhere. Now that brings us to the course page. From here, you can create assignments and sync grades back to your preferred LMS. So since this is my first time using course management, you can see that I don't have any assignments added yet. Let's talk about assignments for a second. Assignments let you group activities by class to streamline grading and organization. Instead of managing Poll Everywhere activities one by one, you can create an assignment for each class session, like Class 1 activities, and collect all your responses in one place. To get started, go ahead and click on Add New Assignment so we can add our first assignment. Once you have clicked Add New Assignment, you're going to need to go ahead and name the assignment and set some parameters. So let's go ahead and name the assignment. I'm going to name my assignment Class 1. Next, I want to toggle through the different settings for the parameters, such as participation and correctness. So for participation, you can customize how you want to award participation points if your student answers. So you have all of your different options here. You also have this checkbox here, so you can set it to where the student needs to be checked in through attendance management using geolocation. You do have the option to toggle that on or off. Next, let's talk about correctness. So with correctness, you also have a couple of different options to be able to customize how the correctness is measured in your Poll Everywhere activities. Again, you do have that option of having the requirement that the student be checked in through attendance management when questions are submitted. You also have this option that says ignore activities with 0 responses at the bottom. When this is checked, this makes sure that any activities that did not receive any responses from any of your students will not be counted against them in their scores. This is a great option to have in case you run out of time in class and you are not able to get to all of your Poll Everywhere activities. Once you have all of the assignment parameters set to your preferences, go ahead and click Save. Now that my assignment Class 1 is created for my Philosophy 101 course, I'm going to want to go ahead and add some Poll Everywhere activities. So to do that, go ahead and click on this plus button here with the word activity. Let's click on that. So here is one poll that I have previously presented in class. Maybe I presented this during my Class 1 or the first class of my semester. I want to go ahead and add this to my assignment so I can sync that data back to my LMS. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the checkbox here to indicate that I do want this included with my report and data that is transferred back to my LMS. So now that one activity that I already previously presented in class is going to be included when I sync my grades back to my preferred LMS. On that note about grades, let's go ahead and talk about some of the other options we have here on course management. So first, I'm going to toggle over to View Grades. Now this is going to allow me to view the grades from all of the activities that I presented in class and have collected responses on and indicated that I wanted to put into this Class 1 assignment. So let's click View Grades. That's going to take me to my grade book. So here you can see the grades of my different students that were in this class. So you can see that Dan's student, he did participate in my activities, but he was not checked in with attendance management. However, he got 100% participation and got 1 out of 1 participation points. So you can see here that you have all of those options again that we talked about earlier about your parameters for how you want to measure your participation and your correctness and how you want to measure your student data to be able to sync back to Canvas. So because Dan student did participate in my poll, even though he wasn't checked in with attendance management, I'm okay with that. So I'm going to go ahead and count his participation points for today's class. So it's all up to you on how you want to customize your data and how you want to customize how you collect student grades. Now, so far while viewing my grades, I have been toggled onto the participation view. I also have the option of toggling over to the correctness view. So this gives you a really nice breakdown of how your students did in both terms of participation and correctness. It's very easy to toggle back and forth, and it gives you a really nice breakdown of how your students did during this class. So now that I've had a chance to view my grades and I made sure that all of the parameters are set to my preferences, I will want to go ahead and sync my grades back to my LMS. So to do that, it's as simple as clicking this button here. So you click Sync Grades. And then once it syncs, it will highlight gray, show you that it's syncing, and now it is completed. And it's even given me a timestamp to show me when those grades were sent back to my LMS. So now let's go take a look at the view from the LMS standpoint. So now that I have synced my grades from course management and Paul Everywhere back to my preferred LMS, I can now go ahead and toggle to the gradebook report in my LMS to see those scores reflected. So that's all we have for today's demo, but if you need any additional assistance with how to set up course management or how to use course management, feel free to go ahead and visit us at polleverywhere.com/support for all kinds of different support articles on not only course management, but also integrating your Poll Everywhere account with your LMS.